what gives you hope that, let's say Donald Trump wins in November, that he can turn things around, make America great again?
Yeah. Well, okay, I'm going to say, it's a good question, and there are good answers. The one obvious answer is he's done it before.
Mm-hmm.
He's done it. And he was attacked throughout his presidency. And look what he accomplished. I mean, the list is unbelievable.
To you, what's the most important part of what he accomplished?
Oh, my gosh. I mean, well, right away, let's just talk about North Korea and the threat it was at that time. I mean, look at that. Mm-hmm. Who was going to handle that? This guy was out of control, and he was threatening with nuclear weapons. And we were all scared. Anybody who had any intelligence was really scared, knowing it's real. And he took it on. And I'll never forget the way he did it. He's a leader. This man's a leader. The way he did it, he said, first of all, he stood up in the United Nations, and he talked to him through the United Nations. And he called him Little Rocket Man. I mean, he let him know. He said, you're no friend of mine. And who are you? I've got a red button too. Oh. And mine works, he says to him. He's talking like that, right?
Amazing.
Now he makes a gesture that they get together. Mm-hmm. It's quite amazing. I have to read his book. I never read his book, The Art of the Deal, but it must be pretty brilliant. Yeah. Because, but whatever he lives by his intuition and his understanding of people's personalities. And right before he meets this fellow, he says to the press, he said, I will know within a minute if I can deal with him. He says that to the press, he's talking to the press. And then he walks in, says hello to the guy, right? So Kim Jong-un, and tells the press right away after the meeting, well, I can deal with him. We can make a friendship here. Wow.
Incredible.
And so he's a very special guy. And look at the economic deals he made with our neighbors, with Canada and with Mexico, and he got so many companies to come back and work in the United States and provide jobs for
Keeping
people
jobs
and stuff
here.
like that, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And the statistics are unbelievable for what he accomplished. And there's just so many things, and he got the border closed and operating properly. All the things that he did were simply the agenda for Joe Biden's presidency. Mm-hmm. Joe Biden took one thing after another. The pipeline that got
immediately, the Keystone Pipeline.
Independent, and energy independent.
Okay, why? Once again, why?
Why what?
Why shut that down? That's the first thing he did.
Well, because I don't know why he did it. You have to ask Joe.
He couldn't give me the answer anyway. I have no idea.
But
that's
what
the thing
he wanted
to do.
He wanted to take away any kind of credentials for this president. Do you see?
But that is the proof.
Wanted to erase it.
But that's proof
they
that
didn't
you're not.
They didn't see any of that as important. You know what's interesting about this conversation is that we don't know each other. We haven't met before, and this is the way people talk.